Today we're going to attach Christmas lights to brick. It's not that hard. We're going to use some hot glue and we're going to go around and glue it on. Last year we used hot glue and you can't see where the hot glue was. A few spots I may have left from last year. So I'll come back and just pull those off as I go around, but that won't be too hard. And then we're going to use Trutone to outline around the garden area of the front, and we're going to just kind of add some extra pieces to our steps. Maybe Trutone the bushes. Yesterday we got our trees done, so here we go for day number 3. So there's actually a few spots that still have some glue from last year. So it should, hopefully, yeah. It's been on here all summer. It kind of just comes off like that. See, I didn't really go around and take it off last year. But nice and clean, this was all glue. I probably pulled that off right away last year. But as you can see, it does not leave any marks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around, put some hot glue on the bottom, and start putting this C7 cord around this window. This one's gonna have to be a little bit shorter because I'm kind of right on the edge, and this I decided to go like that, but I'm gonna put it right here on the bottom. So I take some hot glue, put it on the brick, hold it there for a few seconds, not that long, and we're good to go, just like that. Here's my red lights that are glued on. They're not going anywhere. Last year, I did use these Tru-Tone bulbs and they did not fade at all. So they look the same. I didn't have any issues with them. They all worked. My only problem I ran into is when I took them out at the end of the year. I did notice that I had some of the corrosion on the bottom, which, you know, doesn't really seem to affect it. But because of that, this year, I'm going to use these rubber gaskets that we'll put in, and that's supposed to keep the water out, and we'll keep put a nice seal in there so that they won't have that problem. These are the ones that are on the ground. They're the ones that I had the most problem with. And the stakes that I used to put it into the ground are these. You clip the wire in one side right here. You clip the wire in the other side right here. And then you pull it down and it makes them nice and equal. So they're nice and level in the ground. And then I use these white Trutone, which I'm using the rubber gaskets like I said, and I'll have some white ones, I think, if I have any left. And then we put them on right there, and it goes all around. So I have my wires cut from last year, so I'm gonna use the same wires as last year, but now I'm gonna put these together. The alternative to these black holders are these green ones that I just got from Lowe's, but they move. So when you put them up, they can kind of start to do this, and they don't look as nice. And these are basically one piece once they're together, and they won't move. These are, I don't know, 6 inches high maybe, but I don't stick them that far into the ground. Next, we're going to do the bushes of the house, and I have 100 light bulbs. We're going to do green, classic color, and green JewelTone, and just kind of go back and forth. So it's a little bit of a mixture. And then I'll add maybe a few twinkle bulbs at the end to give it some more movement. So here's my green lights that are on. A few of the green are incandescent twinkle bulbs. I have twinkly lights underneath of them, but those will turn off. With every bulb on, we are maxing out at 303.1 watts. So that's not bad. I'll count them all, and then we'll see what we're at. They are on 3 separate strands though, so I'm not overloading just one wire. They drop a little bit because I have a few incandescent bulbs that are twinkly, so that kind of, the highest is when they're all on, but as they warmed up it actually dropped. My amperage is about 2.6 at the high. And they're different wires again, so I'm not even putting all that onto one wire. So there's my full wattage for this side of the house. The other side is on a different circuit. And in the back, I have these two little trees, just running some pink Tru-Tone bulbs on this side with one wire plugged in right there with a male in it, inline male, plugged in over here, and running some purple Trutone over here. And on top of my steps here, I'm installing the green wreaths. It just kind of sits on top of the rails, and it plugs right in here to a female inline plug that I have hooked in. Then I plug it in. The tops are normal LEDs, the bottom are Trutone white LEDs. Then I have some green with the twinkle. So there we go. There's all the lights. We have the blue and white on the bottom, the green with some twinkle on the bushes, the white on the steps, multicolor around the door, and the red that's glued around the window. You can see the Christmas lights on the tree in the middle, right there, kind of coming through. And then if you come back, and then we have the roof line. We'll turn them on, and there's the rest. So adding from the day before, and there's all of our look that we have. The blue tree will light up at a different circuit so that those turn off, and then all night long I just have these calm Tru-Tone bulbs that just have a nice glow for the rest of the night.